At some point we went to eat, and now this is my personal feeling. We came back, Misty took a nap because she had just gotten in, and then we got up and went to eat again, and I was like, why are we eating so much?
I took a nap because I took a red-eye flight here. It was 9 hours from Miami, and I was tired, right? And then we had walked outside, and it was hot. By the time I got back, I was like, well, I'll just lay down. But then I got up, and we went and ate. It's not like everybody didn't eat their food. Their plates were cleared off, so I don't understand why she's complaining.
Because the food here is actually really delicious. Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Flirting with Travel. I'm Lexi.
And I am Misty.
And we are currently in Rio. Very excited to be here. I've been here for, I think I'm on day 5, which it doesn't feel like it because I've done like 3.5 days worth of stuff. But Misty, you're on day 2?
This is day 3.
Day 3, okay.
This is my day 3, yes. Because I got here, I left the States on the 4th, and I landed here on the 5th.
Okay. Now, what's funny is that I feel like when we've been telling people that we're going to be in Rio for 2 weeks, everyone keeps on saying, like, oh, are you going anywhere else? I'm like, no, this is the only place we were planning on going, which makes me feel like this is the Vegas of Brazil, just a little bit.
I think when they say 2 weeks, they just want you to really like experience the full country because Brazil is massive. It is
Huge.
a massive landmass. So I think they're just wanting you to experience all of the different cultures that exist in this country.
Over the last 2 days, we've had a pretty good run of seeing some of the main sites.
Mm-hmm.
So Misty got here at like 8 in the morning on Wednesday.
Right.
And we immediately like headed out to the Selarón steps.
In Lapa.
And they're super cool. We'll like put pictures up so that you can see them. But they're these mosaic tile steps that were created by a Chilean artist as his tribute to the Brazilian people. And so from there, we walked from the steps at over to the cathedral. It's the most unique cathedral I think I've ever seen in the world, which I know is a big statement.
It wasn't ostentatious, and I think that for Catholics, most of the time, it's a lot of gilded nature in their cathedrals. So I thought it was like a really good mesh of cultures. I thought it was beautiful with the way that they added the
stained glass.
Yes.
Really cool. I just felt super serene inside. I enjoyed that cathedral. What I will say, it was a nice little walk through downtown Rio. Most tourists are going to stay in Copacabana, Ipanema, those areas. Downtown is just a little more... Like, just be cautious if you're down there. Probably don't wear, like, your Fendi glasses with your Burberry bag and, like, designer earrings.
I didn't feel unsafe, personally. There was a couple, like, homeless sleeping on the street, but nobody bothered us. They didn't even really...
Broad daylight.
Nobody's walking at night. So then after we left the cathedral, we went on to the Royal Portuguese Reading Room. That was a day I didn't know anywhere we were going. We just showed up. Oh my God, it was so gorgeous. It really looked like something straight out of a movie set. Or if like you had to think back when libraries were like regal and everything was in a thatched book with a leather bound paperback, and you know, you had that one person that monitored, they just came out of like the dark halls with like the little spectacles. That's what it felt like. It was so beautiful. It was just, and it was in really good condition.
Yeah. The reading room was a surprising highlight, and it was free. You know what? That's the funniest thing. Of the first day, everything we did was free.
Oh my God, everything was free. That's why I wasn't thinking we were spending money.
Food is where our money's been going, because the steps are free, the church, the cathedral was free, the reading room was free. I think the most expensive thing was lunch. So day 2 was like the classic, the things that you have to see. So we got up and we went to Christ the Redeemer.
This was Lexi's 4th wonder of the year. So she is doing all 7 world wonders in the whole calendar year of 2023. And this was her 4th one. So I personally was super impressed. I've been having like, oh my God moments here. I will say I've been taken aback like, oh, this is so beautiful, so cool. It is very crowded up there.
Look, I think initially I wasn't really just stopping to take it in. I was like, okay, we're trying to get good pictures, and that's the thing. It's so hard to have an authentic experience and to try and capture like really good content. So initially it was the rush of like, find your angles, get some good photos, move this way, move that way. When we finally stopped, looked at it, I was like, you know what? It is impressive. It is wondrous. So I think it was just like overwhelming in that aspect to me that I couldn't take in like the majesty. I bet you if you, I don't even know if the train goes up at 6 in the morning, but if you got there at like 6 in the morning and you had it to yourself or you and maybe 100 other people total, it would be like, wow, this is an experience.
Okay, and so then we left there, and a lot of what we did was walk. No, we took taxis. I'm lying to you. We took taxis. So the next one we went to was Sugarloaf Mountain.
We ended up going at the perfect time. Few caveats. One, seasons are reversed down here, so we're here in July, but that means that we're here during winter, like during Rio's winter. Which, I mean, this is still like what we're wearing. The weather is very nice. However, the days are shorter. So we got in line at like 4 o'clock. We didn't make it up to the mountain until about 5 o'clock, but we got there pretty much around sunset. So sunset is a beautiful time to go to Sugarloaf Mountain. We did skip one thing that we did yesterday. We went to the parque. So,
Lage.
Yes.
Lage. Park Lage.
I don't know pronunciation here. It's difficult.
Parquelaje. Park Lage. And had lunch. Yes. So we went after Christ the Redeemer, and you can see Christ the Redeemer at the top when you're in this. It's like a restaurant. It's also the Tijucana forest.
I think it's like Tijuca or something.
Tijuca. Yeah, the Tijuca forest. So you can do that, and then you can eat there. They have brunch and lunch, and then you get the iconic photo right next to like the little pool, and you can get the Christ Redeemer in there. That was dope. Our first impressions of Rio. I'm going to give you my first impressions.
Okay.
I have been positively and happily shocked by pretty much every site I've gone to see. I think it's a beautiful country. I think it's massive and expansive. Like, that's just really what it is. You have to taxi a lot of places. But I've enjoyed it. I love the food. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. And the vibe is just good. It's like very welcoming, chill. I don't think the people are the like super nicest as far as like talking to you, going out of their way, because Portuguese is spoken mainly here. But I like it. I've enjoyed it. I'm having a great time here. What's your first impressions?
Honestly, I enjoy it. I feel like I'm making it sound like I'm not enjoying my time here. Really do like the vibe of the city. I think that July is the perfect time to come. The weather is moderate. You can walk into most things pretty easily. I like it's got such a laid back vibe. For it still being a major metropolitan city, it just feels very relaxed. Like if you go to the beach, there's always people out, not necessarily swimming because we're in the cool season, but people playing on the beach, like just getting a drink, walking around. I really like that, like the food. It's got a nice feeling to it. Oh, what do we have going today? So today we have a 4.5-hour cooking class. It's a boozy cooking class. I'm so excited. We are going to be making like a 7-course meal. I don't even know what it all entails, but I am very excited to make some food.
I hope there's fresh water. That's what I'm really hoping for.
I don't think there is. We're not. It's going to take too long to make a bean dish.
Oh, this is true.
It's like a 4.5. We will find you a restaurant that has this food, Misty. You are so dedicated to this. We are going to find it.
I am dedicated.
Haven't found a single bean dish. I thought like beans and rice would be a staple here. Maybe just not in Rio. Maybe in the north, maybe in the south, but definitely not right here.
Right.
So what time is it actually? It is 10:23. We have our cooking class in an hour, so we're going to go ahead to that, and we'll let you know how it goes.
Yes.
Peace.